What's up, s'mores? I'm Shannon Morse, and today we are diving into a gaming beast from Lenovo. This is the Lenovo Legion 7i 16-inch gaming laptop. Yes, I am holding it with one hand. It is now available at Best Buy for about $2,000. I am looking for a lot in a gaming laptop, specifically portability, high frame rates without screen tearing when I'm playing those video games, and a decent battery life. So let's find out if this one brings everything that I want to the table. So first off, how sleek is this glacier white color? It's modern. It definitely stands out in a world of mostly black and gray gaming laptops. Inside the box, you get the laptop, the power brick, normal laptop packaging. That's about it. No extra frills, but that's okay because all the excitement, in my opinion, is packed inside the chassis itself. Now, at 0.78 inches thin and weighing just 4.9 pounds, the Legion 7i does manage to be both portable and packed with power. It's built with aluminum, so it feels really premium. It's kind of cold to the touch whenever you do touch it, and the RGB lighting on the True Strike keyboard is really gorgeous. Not only can you customize it with the Legion Spectrum software, but it also looks really good lighting up the keys in low light situations. They did pack in a decent amount of ports on both sides as well as the back. So you've got two USB-A ports, USB-C ports. There's also HDMI 2.1, which is an upgrade from previous models. And there's also an SD card reader, which is a crucial addition for a content creator. I love that. Now, as a privacy advocate, I also love to see this. There's a full HD webcam, but it comes with a privacy shutter. That's so cool. Now, those two Type-C ports on the left can totally work with a 140-watt charger if you've got one too, and DisplayPort will work on that left side as well. Those two ports in the back also have light-up icons, which make it a lot easier to find the ports instead of having to fish around for them, especially if you're working like at a dark desk. Now, if you are finding this video helpful, you can also subscribe while you're watching it. You don't have to click away either. Subscribing is a very simple way of showing me which videos you find helpful and valuable. It also tells me which direction I should take my channel in. Do you want to see more laptop reviews? Subscribing will give me that trigger and tell me that you want to see more laptop reviews. Also, a big Patreon shout out to Daniel, Will, Michael, and Sean. You can join them and support my channel by going over to patreon.com/Shannon Morse for perks like early video access to videos just like this one, and also my private Discord where I hang out and lurk every single day. As usual, all the videos on my channel are free to watch, and I always thank my YouTube members and my patrons for making that possible. Thank you so much. Now, moving on to the display, this is a 16-inch WQXGA IPS screen. It's packing a 2560 by 1600 resolution. It's very buttery smooth. It's got a 240 Hertz refresh rate cap, so that's really high. That means super crisp visuals, ultra smooth gaming, even during fast-paced action. Now, it does have a brightness of 500 nits, so it's good enough to go outdoors in bright environments. Like, I am able to use this very comfortably whenever I'm sitting on my deck or outside on my patio and be able to work in the sunlight. The 16:10 aspect ratio also gives you a little bit more screen real estate, which is really nice whenever you're playing games. It's also super useful if you want to do some side-by-side multitasking and creative work. Like if I'm editing my videos, it's nice to see such a nice long timeline for my videos so I can easily edit on it. The adaptive refresh rate option in the Vantage software will lower the rate to 60 Hertz whenever you unplug it, and a keyboard shortcut, which is FN I can click that right now and be able to do it. This will also give you the same result, let you go down to 60 Hertz, which can really help with increasing your battery life. All right, so on to performance, where I think the magic is really happening here. This laptop has an Intel 4th Gen Core i9. It's a 14900HX processor. Whether you're gaming or editing your videos, it handles everything that you throw at it, really like a champ. Plus, it also has 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM. Multitasking is really seamless and it looks very high quality. For the graphics, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 with 8 gigs of VRAM delivers really stunning visuals, really excellent performance. It also supports DLSS3 and ray tracing, so you can expect really incredibly lifelike graphics. Very smooth gameplay for all the different titles that I was trying on this thing. The AI Engine Plus also optimizes performance based on the game that you are playing, which means better FPS and an overall smarter gaming experience. And if you are wondering, Yes, it does get loud, but there's also this thing called Cold Front 5.0 cooling system that's built into this, and that kind of keeps the heat in check so your laptop does not fry your legs if you're using this while you're sitting in your living room and trying to play a video game. Ask me how I know. Now let's go ahead and check out the internals. We have got your big battery. There's also 2 memories. There's 2 PCIe Gen 2 M.2 card slots, 1 SSD is installed, and then we have Wi-Fi 6E. So we've got a lot of upgradable options here, which I love to see. I don't like it when I open up the back of a laptop that is marketed for gaming and you see a whole bunch of soldered equipment, soldered peripherals, soldered components built into the back of it. I want to see things that I can remove and I can replace if I want to. So I was very, very happy when I opened up the back of this one. I think it's awesome and super exciting to see so many upgradable options. As for storage, it does come with that 1 terabyte SSD. That's more than enough for storing your games. I also think it's more than enough space for most people when it comes to software, files, so you don't really have to worry about space. Plus, the SSD does have those fast load times, so you spend less time waiting and more time gaming. I mentioned at the top that battery life is really important to me. It still is. So the battery life clocks in around 5.7 hours, 5.8-ish. If I'm really gearing toward it, I can get 6 hours out of it. So it's okay for a gaming laptop, but this is if I'm just doing productivity work and I'm not booting up any games. So when I do get into a game and I play that game nonstop, it depletes the battery to a good 2.5 hours. Now, I'll be honest, if you are gaming, you're probably plugged in most of the time anyway, because if you are plugged in, that's gonna give you the best results and you will also have the best gameplay. You won't have any issues with stuttering, which I didn't have with the battery gameplay either. But if you want like the highest resolution, then yes, plug in your laptop for the gaming. But if you want to use this for light work, I do wish that it would last me an entire workday, like 8 hours. That's where I really like to judge it whenever I'm not gaming. The fact that I can get 6 hours is good, but it's not quite there. It's not enough for me. Now, yes, this does run Windows 11. You can stick Linux on it if you want to, but it does run Windows 11. It is packed with features. You have Copilot on here, which I like to disable. It can help you with productivity tasks. If you want to take advantage of the AI tasks, you can. Plus, the RGB backlit keyboard is not just for looks. It feels really good to type on. I did notice that there is a little bit of flex, but it's not a whole lot. I do love this keyboard. I feel like it's very comfortable to type on. I love that there's a full numpad on the side. It's very responsive and it's very useful in gaming and it looks really good, and I love that you can program it per key. The trackpad, which I feel like it's glass, it feels like it's glass, but don't quote me on that. It does feel really good to the touch. I like the size of it. I feel like it was also very responsive and very smooth, so it felt really comfortable to use. Now, yes, there is a fingerprint reader for those of you who are into that added security. I really appreciate that they also included that as well. Now, with that RTX 4070 and the Intel i9 combo, it's very impressive. Even with max settings, the 240 Hz refresh rate keeps everything looking very silky smooth. I didn't have any screen tearing experiences, no lag, just a very lovely experience overall. Now, I usually use Horizon Zero Dawn for testing any gaming laptops and testing the ray tracing, everything of that nature. It looks really great. The visuals are beautiful. Overall, I was very happy with the gaming performance. I also really enjoyed using this larger 16-inch laptop. I felt like this was a very comfortable size to use. Yes, it is bigger, so it's not as portable, but it's also very nice to be able to see everything on this larger screen. The screen does give you a little bit of flex on the hinge whenever you're using it, but it feels really sturdy. It feels like a nice quality build for a laptop. So is this Lenovo Legion 7i worth the $2,000 price tag? If you are a hardcore gamer, you want high-end experiences without completely breaking the bank. I know that there are some competitors that sell much more expensive gaming laptops, but this one from Lenovo is a decent price. Then absolutely, I think the design is sleek, the performance is really stellar. Even if you're a content creator, it works really beautifully. It's just a little bit heavy, and I think that it's not as portable as I would like, and the battery, I wish that would last longer. The battery is not life-changing, it's not mind-blowing, but that's a minor gripe in the grand scheme of things when it comes to purchasing something as a gaming laptop. So if you are looking for a gaming laptop that handles everything from competitive gaming to content creation, especially if you're a content creator like me, then I think that this is a very, very worthy competitor. So what do you think? Is the Lenovo Legion 7i your next gaming laptop? Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you have any questions about this, anything that I did not include in the review. I'm more than happy to answer down below in the comments or as a short for the videos. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more tech videos just like this one, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.